Game number 1, we are in the semi-final for Meta Madness Qualifier number 4, the final qualifier, everybody. And I'm sorry for the people watching this on YouTube that we don't have the draft, but there was a bug, one of the players dropped out, and so we just started the game here. We're gonna go over this in just a second, and I'm also gonna explain to you the situation in the standings, because this match is spicy as the teams are trying to qualify for Meta Madness. But let's focus on the introduction of our players first. We got Bishops for the Mafia on Falstad, Fallen on Muradin, Shamsing on Malfurion, Hydra on Leo, and Nano P on Greymane. In the best of 3 series here, Chili Mountain on the right in red with Mako on Maiev, Gwalnagulnar on Karazim. Azorite is playing Sylvanas, Wooby on Anubarak, and Max Passion. Subbing in today for Smexy, who couldn't play. He's playing a Blaze. So yeah, we are on Garden of Terrors, the first map, and they're trying to go to the top lane to take one of these towers down real quickly, which means that the blue team has to react to that. Greymane is not going to be enough here. Sylvanas already trying to jump out here, and they did some serious damage, 50% of the HP gone, and that's a great start. Now once again, Meta Madness, these are the qualifiers, this is a warm-up. We have currently 10 heroes pre-banned for the entire event. Those 10 heroes cannot be played at all in any of these games. And of course the second rule of Meta Madness is that... Oh, that's a kill. Yeah! That's right! He gets out! He gets out, and Karazim, the dash! Nah, okay, so they don't get the kill, but that got close. The second rule for Meta Madness, any hero that gets played cannot be played again in the same series. Meaning all of the 10 heroes that you currently see here are not available for play in a potential game number 1 between the two teams. Well, game number 2 is definitely going to happen. The question is game 3 going to happen? But of course the same principle applies there too. So as we're heading through a series, things are getting crazy. But as I mentioned before, this is only the warm-up. Now why is that the case? Pretty much because it's only 10 pre-banned heroes, whereas for the main event of Meta Madness, we have more than 25 heroes pre-banned. So things are going to escalate very, very quickly, and it's going to be awesome. Now, as already teased a little bit at the beginning of the game, there is an interesting situation here between the Mafia and Chili Mountain, and that's because the Mafia did not play in qualifier number 2, they didn't get any points. And qualifier number 3 didn't really go the way that they expected. So they are currently in 5th place. And they already made the first step to qualify. Remember, only the top 4 in the leaderboard qualify. They took down Rospiadol. Rospiadol is currently 4th place. And Rospiadol is going to have 17 points. The Mafia has 11. Which means they need to take 3rd place in this tournament to at least tie in points with Rospiadol, and then the two teams would have to pay a tiebreaker. So what that means for our series at hand is that if the flipping Mafia is able to win this best of 3 match against Chili Mountain and move on to the grand final, then they are set. Rospiadol would drop out of the top 4, they would not be part of Meta Madness, and the flipping Mafia is safe, and then everything else just plays out for seeding. You want to get a position as good as possible, of course, to have an easier bracket in the main event. If Chili Mountain, on the other hand, decides this one in their favor and drops the Mafia, then the Mafia is going to go to the 3rd place decider, and there they have to win the best of 3 to draw even, as explained earlier, with Rospiadol, which would then lead to another series that has to be played between the two teams to decide which one would move on. So it's a really, really interesting situation, and it's also one where it's, I mean, very attractive, and there's a huge incentive for the blue team to win this one. Let's just put it at that. So we'll see if they can pull that off or not. For now, they're playing real aggressive, but they're giving the camp up as they're realizing that Farlander won't be able to survive here if they stay any longer. Garden of Terrors, of course, a huge map. So, yeah, there's a lot that can happen on this one, especially through camps. We have plenty of mercenaries available. Oh, Nano P gets attacked quickly, but they try to turn it around on Maiev too. Maka can do a lot of work here. If he gets oh, that could be the first kill, and it is! Sylvanas is dead. Nicely done. First one to fall, Maiev, Vault of the Wardens, and she gets out. But as mentioned, Maka, he can be really the linchpin here. If he gets good engages with Maiev and nice tethers, then not only can he provide the damage, but also the kill opportunities for the team. Chili Mountain, they are pretty much set already to play in the main event. things would have to go very, very crazy for them to not make it. Honestly, at this point, with Rospedor losing the first round, I think they're already safe. But it's still a matter of whether you end up in the number 1 position for that leaderboard or in the number 2, 3, or 4 position. It's all important for the seeding for the main tournament, where things will get real spicy. But the teams are just roaming the map, looking for kills, trying to go for their camps, looking at gank positions. We have, of course, with Bishop's Falls Stat, a global on the map that could play a huge role in the later stages of the game, especially once that the forts are removed and the distance to safety is increased. Potential fly-ins and gank opportunities, gust isolations could happen. And I gotta say that in the last game, we had an amazing gust isolation from the Mafia. Absolutely fantastic. If they can pull that... Oh, is that a kill? Yes! If they can pull that timing off again, they would do well in team fights later on. But now they lose Muradin, and the top lane gets still pressured. Now Shamsik is here too to assist Bishops a bit, and we have even Greymane rotating in. Maybe they could have even gotten a kill on Maki here if the root connected, but as you can see, Azerite is just punching Greymane out. Going up against the Wolf, and there's another kill! Malfurion is dead. Malfurion is gone. 2 kills to 2. And Chili Mountain is taking a small lead in the game. In experience. If they win here and move on to the grand final, it would pretty much secure them number 1 position in the standings. And of course, it would make things a lot harder for the flipping Mafia. Now, in the mid lane, we got Muradin getting ready for the first or the second seed. In this case, it seems like they're going to let this one slide. Greymane is not even worried about it. It's just sitting bot side, trying to go for the next camp as they're taking it. And over here, Max Passion going up against Farlander. Yeah, and here comes the move towards the top once again. There's the jump, and Bishops is in trouble. And he knows it. Trying to move out. Yeah, Farlander, Muradin jumps in. They go for the birdie, and I guess he can kiss his life. No, he survives. Kulan should be ready soon for the barrel roll too. Runs into Blaze and dies. No, runs into Blaze and dies. But Sylvanas gets also murdered. The blue team is fighting back and is locking in another kill. Leo wasn't here through all of this. He was at the bot lane, doing a bit more damage to the wall and dropping some of the structures. Alright, this is gonna be a real spicy game. 3 kills to 3. We have level 10 abilities coming up next. Fawcett already on 41 stacks, which is really good this early in the game. So great for him, even though he of course just got massively ganked and died. But I feel a bit sorry for him, honestly. Looked like he could finally get away, and then Blaze comes in from the bottom and drops him while the fight rages on and kills Sylvanas. 12,000 damage for false stat. Top damage in the game, by the way. And here comes the 7-sided strike for Karazim. Yeah, Wailing Arrow is now into Muradin with the Avatar. And here comes the Entomb as a potential play. 7-sided is in. Nice. He gets some damage out, but definitely not enough to make a difference here. So far, Blaze hasn't made a choice yet. Just saying. And they're trying to go for the battle. Booby is already in slight trouble, but they're turning it on Greymane and drop him the Gust as they're trying to get a hit. But that Entomb did only isolate Malfurion, help him a bit, I suppose, but he didn't get a path out, so it trapped him, and Malfurion is dead. Yeah, zoned them away from Malfurion initially, but it didn't change the fact that he himself could not get out, and that of course negates the entire purpose of the play. Was a bit unfortunate for them. Second seed is now in. 3 kills to 5, and that is just good stuff for Chili Mountain. Push through the top lane where the siege shines a little bit. Down at the bottom of the map, Leo and Muradin are still trying to safeguard the lane and ensure that these 3 can't drop the fort or get any damage on it. Sylvanas is taking care of the top side camp, so it did a bit of work on one of the towers, but that's it. Bunker is now up, so the tease into the combustion was of no consequence. But yeah, they're still fighting heavily for it, but it doesn't matter in the sense... you can't deny that Chili Mountain is just now starting to take a bit of a lead on this one. They have a 1 level advantage, so the blue team really needs to win some teamfight victories. And they are trying. I mean, they're engaging and hoping for battles, and they might get the kill here. Azerite goes down, killed by the camp. The cocoon saved him from Muradin, and then the camp dropped Sylvanas. So Sylph is down, and the blue team steers the camp away. Nice. Nicely done. Yeah, even a bit more damage as the birdie barrels forward and gets another connect. 65 stacks now for Bishops. his foresight is getting mean. Last game, he already had great timings here, but I gotta say that he is stacking it quickly. We are like looking at 20,000 damage for him. 20k. Now, 15,000 for Greymane. Yeah, if I was Greymane, I would be a little pissed. I mean, what do you mean the bird has more damage than me? The chicken out DPSs the wolf. Alright, so level 13, any moment now. Mafia is closing the gap a bit. Taking the camp top, of course, helped. But they still will have to play it safe for a few more seconds. With the level 13. Look at Sylvanas, by the way. She's the main target for the blue team. Died 3 times as is already. Leorki dies topside, okay. They go for the fort, so Leorki down. Yeah, and Falstad also at the bottom getting a bit attacked, but Max Passion misses the jet propulsion here. And now he might be in trouble. No jet propulsion, Muradin comes in, and they have more than only that. So they get the hits in. Yep, there's another one. There's the stun. That's the root. He needs to bunker up, and the red team, of course, is already on the move to assist him. So they were able to bait out the cooldown. But he has also the channel on the seat. That was the third one. They're even going for the cocoon on Muradin as the Garden Terrors are moving in. Gust has been used. The red team, they want to go for the kills here. Farlander's a bit low. There's the attack. Birdie has to move back. Max Passion, he has nothing. Max Passion, he has no bunker. If they can get the Stormbolt connected, they might be able to go for the kill. They're dropping him into a corner. There's the heals, and Blaze is dead. Top lane, on the other hand, in immense danger. The Keep could lose hit points here. Malfurion with a Tranquility in the mid lane. Garden Terrors doing damage. Top side, similar picture. Wall is already opened up at the bottom of the map. Greymane in trouble. Nenopi gets attacked. Tries to get away. Galnegulnar with a punch and the 7-sided strike. Down goes the wolf. Top side, Falstad is dealing with the push, and now in the middle of the map it seems like this fort is gonna fall. The one at the bot lane is definitely gonna bite the dust. There's absolutely no chance of saving this one. 7 kills to 5. Level lead still. Still a level lead for Chili Mountain. And they're going for more kills. They're looking at Leorki. They want him. They don't get him, at least for now, but they're zoning them out and pushing them back. Haven't taken the fort in the middle, by the way. It's really low though, so if Sylvanas is at any point gonna be able to move in, that's a different story. Look at Whoopi. We were thinking, hey, maybe I can take care of it. But yeah, then everybody just started to gank up from him from all directions. He's like, yeah, I guess no. We'll take that one later. Wait for 16, take it with a 16 talent advantage, use the power spike, and then drop the middle. And they have that 16. So they can start to take some of the Siege Giant camps away at the top left. There's no way the Mafia is looking for a fight here. But there's not everybody in play at the top. They're still trying to lock this one in. But you can already tell on the minimap that Chili Mountain is ready to rumble. And of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? They have the 16 talent lead. That's the moment when you want to make your big play. Siege Giants already taken. And right now, the push in the mid lane. Fort is also gone. Muradin has to jump out. Leoric! Hydra is dead. No chance. Didn't have the Ghost Walk anymore. Couldn't wrap out. And therefore, we got the kill. 7-sided strike. And Sylvanas pressuring in the mid lane. With the help of the wave and the cam topside. Look at the minimap. They're pressuring every lane right now. And flipping Mafia, the blue team, they just don't have the level 16 talent right now. They're playing hyper defensive at this point. And of course, they're getting pummeled into the ground. Not a single fort has been scratched even of Chili Mountain. Not one. And now, with the talent advantage, with a 3-kill lead, they are just looking better and better. 31,000 damage for Sylvanas, 27,000 for Falstad. Late game, if the blue team is able to fight back, the birdie could make the difference with the global. Keep that in mind. Always the attempt to go for some side lane pressure. Bishops, he's already waiting up here. Yeah, that could backfire quickly. Alright, there comes the dive. And they went for him. But Bishops paid attention. Yeah, he knew what was coming. But they are going for the battle now. They get their own level 16. So they know they have to take a fight eventually. And they're trying to force it on their own. Well, no, Fallen is not moving in on the side. Yeah, so they are attempting, of course, to force that battle. And see what they can do here, but the blue team, both teams are honestly playing really safe in the sense that they know when those fights could break out. Everybody is close by, nobody is in danger of getting ganked, and it's just a question of engage. Bishop's also paying attention here. Whoopi coming in with a stun and the reaction time on Fawcett as he moves out. Farlander has to pop his Avatar though. They go into the battle immediately, re-engages here. They're trying to force it. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, but a bit too late to cancel Malfurion's Tranquility. Ults are getting popped, but they're not fighting any longer here. Waiting for Murden to also get his hit points back as the trade kicks in. Epicenter on a noob rank of 16, starting to do some work. More camps to be taken. Seeds are spawning. And if the Mafia take this one, they get the Garden Terrors. That would be big for them. It would be absolutely big. Now, as they are looking to get the Garden Terrors, imagine a kill now. 7-sided strike, Whoopi, and he is dead. Whoopi down, the Entomb is in. They try to use the bunker to escape here, but this is not over yet. The tether is there, there's the stun. Hydra gets attacked, the birdie with a gust. They're going for the isolation, but can they get another kill? Murden jumps in. Where's that Stormbolt when you need it? He's looking for it. They can't find the Stormbolt, they can't find the second kill, but they get the Garden Terrors. And they spawn all the way on the left. Yeah, they have to do some work here. And that's where Fawcett kicks in. Fawcett with the global. He's immediately topside. And look at the experience. They're closing it. The gap is down to half a level pretty much. Easy defense in the middle as nobody of the Mafia is dealing with this. But the Nubarak is gone. And of course, down at the bottom of the map, the fort is going to fall one way or another. They try to go for the top side. Bishops knows it, he realizes it, and he moves away from the Garden Terror and can now simply try and retreat here. Might have to... He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Azerite with the solo kill. Yeah, he should have flown out there. Didn't, and now the birdie is dead. Huge. Oof. That was a big, big play by Azerite. And Bishops, yeah, he underestimated that. He thought he was safe when he retreated. And Azerite just had his number. Then again, Azerite over here also in a bit of trouble. Thankfully for him, he's still at the wave. But that Entomb could have been his end if he wasn't cooldown there. So bot side, still a little bit of pressure has been made here. They only took one fort down, by the way. That is just not enough. And level 20 is so close for Chili Mountain that they will have nearly a level to play with the Storm Talons. And they're looking for more kills even. More stun, 7-sided stride, and Nano P, Greymane gets murdered. Absolutely murdered. Here's a level 20 talent. They go for the camp. Guys, this is gonna be a top kick play. Falstad can buy some time with a gust, but there is just nothing really stopping you. This keep needs to fall now. With Greymane gone, who else is going to dish out the damage? Falstad, he has great stacks. He's gusting, trying to buy some time. If they don't get the kill against Sylvanas here, then this is going to be the end of the first keep in this one. 20 is on the board. Here they come. They go for Farlander. Murray down, Leo down. They might go for core. They might go for core. 20 seconds until Greymane is back. And the keep is gone. Yeah. Do they go for core? They have a chance here if they want it. And they're looking at it. They're looking at it. Greymane will be back. They're looking at the opportunity. They want another kill. They get the birdie, and that's just lights out right there. That's it. That's it in game number 1. No chance. Level 20 talents and this setup to go for core. No chance they survive this one. They're playing around it. Sylvanas nearly dead. 50% on the core. Greymane gets cocooned. Azerite is still alive. Chili Mountain with a lead in the series, in the semi-final. They take the 1-0 over the Mafia on Garden of Terror.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 2. Chili Mountain. With the big players, everybody, coming into the series swinging and apparently trying to show the Mafia where the line is. And it seems the blue team was trying to cross it and Chili Mountain was having none of it. Now, again, just a quick reminder, we have 10 heroes that are pre-banned for the entire tournament. I went over those plenty of times already in the previous qualifiers. Should also be in the description. But anyways, now another 10 are not available. The 10 that you've seen played on map number 1. So at this point, 20 heroes are not available to the 2 teams. And yeah, things are going to get real crazy for the main event. There's also a bit of a misconception, just to clear that up real quickly. In the main event, we're also going to have best of 3 series that allows us to simply show more matches. If you go for best of 5, then you have a lot less teams that can participate if you want to do it a 3-day event, or you cannot show enough matches. But because we're banning way more heroes for the main event, pre-ban, more than 25, it will start to escalate from map number 1 onwards already. The grand final is going to be a best of 5, so even in the best of 5, at the end, we're going to still have like 25 to 35 heroes available. So yeah, there's still some wiggle room for the teams to get halfway decent compositions together. But obviously with 25 heroes being pre-banned, you can imagine how things are going to look when you move into map number 2 and you have 35 heroes that are all of a sudden not available any longer. So things are going to get really interesting. This is the warm-up, and already we have some crazy picks throughout the 4 qualifiers. But the main event is going to be a blast as usual. I also want to take the opportunity real quickly to give a shout out to Hightech once again. If you're watching this one on YouTube, check out the video description. I'm going to put the Hightech link in. Make sure that you click that, check it out. They've been sponsoring multiple Meta Madness so far. And simply by using the link, checking out the website, you can already support this event a little bit. Because they are obviously checking and tracking where people are coming from. If they see there's interaction with the Heroes of the Storm community, then it makes it also easier for me in the future to run more events with them. And again, they are an awesome partner and they are fantastic. If you're in the market for anything, then browse the website. You don't have to go on a shopping spree, but if you're looking for something anyways, then have a look there. There's some crazy shit there. But yeah, big shout out to Hightech. And again, take those 3 seconds and hit the link. It really helps, even though it might sound silly to some people. But yeah, it does help. Now, well, as we have all of this set up, we go into game number 2 with an early Tacita pick for Ninopi and Doom the Spider Queen. We got Lunara and we got Chen already. So as far as starting drafts go, this is definitely a bit more out there. I expected way more normal and standard picks in game number 2. But of course, the air is getting a little bit thinner right now. The pre-banned heroes include 3 supports, and that's that. That limits the pool. And now that Uther and Anna have both been banned and Deckard Kane taken, your options are getting a little bit thinner. You still have heroes to be played, don't get me wrong, but Lucio's not available, Stukov is not available, BrightWing isn't there. You can't play the heroes that were played on the last map, and Deckard is gone, Anna banned, Uther banned. I mean, we've seen some good stuff, but obviously on the last map you had Malfurion played, you had Karazim played. Whiteman is open, Morales is open, you could go into Anduin, I suppose. So there's still good heroes to be chosen. But we've seen Smexy play Lily, for example, in one of the matches. So yeah, things can escalate quickly. Now, as it stands, we got our bans through, and with Garrosh also being eliminated, and the double pick is coming in. Hydra, I'm just waiting for them to go for double support and pick another support away. But no, that's not happening. So we got Rexa and we got Diablo. And now the moment of truth. Is it going to be Anduin? Or are they going to go down a completely different path? Yeah, that's the next one. Yeah, come on. After Lunara and Chen were already taken with the Dehaka. I mean, Wooby main tank Dehaka, that's what it looks like right now. Stitches and Anduin! Alright! Okay, Stitches, Dehaka and Chen. Plus Lunara behind it. Yeah, she's gonna lull around a bit in the background, protected by 3 frontliners. Good for her. It's a lot of space, so she should be totally fine. And Bishops with the last pick for the blue team. Now, keep in mind, if they lose here, the best that they can hope for is to draw even with Rospier Doll and play in a Siders match against the Polish team. So that's the best that they can hope for if they lose this one. And then they would still have to win the 3rd place decider. Bishops on Tracer, so they try to bring it back. Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. Map number 2 in the best of 3 series at the semi-final. Chili Mountain is in the lead. Let's jump in and see what the flipping Mafia can pull off here. Game number 2, the blue team. With Farland on Diablo, we got Bishops on Tacita. Yeah, swapping his Tracer with Ninopi after the draft. So, yep, in the swap round, Ninopi switched over to Tracer. We have Bishops on Tacita, Hydra on Rexa, and Shamzik on Deckard Kane. Right side of the map, Maka is playing Stitches for the team. Beefy frontline for sure, and a lot of CC as well. Whoopi with Dehaka. We got Azerite on Lulnara. Galnigulna on Anduin, and Max Passion is playing Chen. So, let's go at it. We got the Patchwork Creation on level 1. AoE with the Cyan Fusion now kicking in for Tacita. It's kind of cool that Tacita gets picked. I honestly wonder if it's partly because in the Korean tournament we've seen so much Tacita play towards the final matches. when the Korean and Chinese teams played. I mean, to be fair, I call it the Korean tournament, but it was a Chinese team this time that won the whole thing. Yeah, nice wall stun against the whoops there as he was trying to connect the drag here. Yeah, well done. So a little bit of a brawl in the middle. The only victim is Misha. Rexa is of course totally sad here, but I'm sure that he can bear that loss at least for now, because yes, Misha will be back, and there she is. Top side, the brawl continues on the other hand. So while our solo lane is getting established between Rexa and Chen, we have at the bottom the drag, and Farlander is getting out. But yeah, that was a long tongue. That was like, ooh. Panda and the bear. Can Misha mate with Chen? Is that a thing? Does that technically work? Like, I don't even know. Animal husbandry might be a bad choice for Hydra. There could be a divorce here if Misha is... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if Misha is into pandas. But anyways, we got our mid lane still going strong. Mako is of course looking for that hook. Now we don't have a lockdown after that. There's no stun to follow up on it, but still you have slows from Lunara. And of course on top of that you also got the drag. If Ubi connects it, you after level 10 probably have top kick plays that can be used too. So there's that. Down at the bottom of the map. There's the stun and the attack. Now I noticed that Misha is actually very close to the panda every single time that these plays are being made. And look at this, she's not attacking him. She's not attacking him. There's definitely something going on between the two of them. Rexa, on the other hand, he's getting more aggressive with these auto attacks, and I think it's because he's jealous. I think we're onto something. There's a little bit of panda bear drama going on, and Rexa is not happy about it. Look at it. He wants to take Shen down, and for good reason. He's trying to eliminate the rival here. The Haka comes in, trying to help out too. And Farlander, yeah. It's kind of nice how the team tried to gank up against Chen first, and then the red team came in with a global and tried to turn it. So good for them. Lunara also still hopping around here, locking in on level 4 now, the Blossom Spell. And Stitches gets needled down by Tracer. Tracer buzzing around the big boy and able to get the kill with the rest of the team. First blood, and it is the animal husbandry. Rexa is trying to strengthen the connection with Misha because he is worried. I mean, there's a certain attraction going on over here. I mean, look at this. They're super close the entire time. They're just dancing around each other. Yeah. I mean, if... I always knew that Misha was a bit of a tease, you know? Like, she runs over, runs away, runs over, runs away. It's like time and time again. And Shen is having none of it, though. But the rest of the team is ganking up on him, too. And, yeah, he needs to get out of there. Takes to the bottle. Misha, don't do it. He's drinking. He's drinking. You don't want to get it drunk. You don't want to get it drunk. As weird as he is, and I know he is a little bit kinky, for sure. Yeah, the Rexa, but still... You don't want to go for the drunk here. That is just not going to work out in the long run, you know. It's too much of a risk now. Just stay with Rexa. They go for the panda. But the save. Anduin making sure that he is going to help out with all of this one. There's the hook and Hydra. Rexa is about to get murdered by Lunara. The damage over time. And that is the end of it. Animal husbandry is over. Divorce incoming. Reset on the stacks. That's that. A sad moment here. Very well played then again from Azerite. So he got all the damage over time, and even with the save attempts from Shamsi, it just wasn't enough. The choke and Pollen is in. At the top, they're still playing it out between Whoopi and Bishops, but of course now it's a kill versus a kill. We got level 7.5 for both teams. Stitches is waiting for his 13 when it's going to get way more dangerous facing off against him because of the hook range extension. But with two side laners, they can easily swap in the place with the 4-man. And that's what they're doing. The old man nearly getting hooked at this point, but Deckard Kane was able to weasel his way out of this one too. Nano P jumping out, careful. Yeah, and that's a problem. He's trying to get back, and that's another kill. Trying to get a little bit closer, move out, didn't work, and that is the end of Tracer. So our Nexus Mosquito is dead, buzzing around the red team and getting crushed with the auto attacks. Can't dodge out on those. And they're going for another kill. Yeah, Chili Mountain is really pushing the envelope on this one. They got level 9, they broke through the wall at the bottom, and we're not even talking turn-in. 31 gems are already there. And as you can see, they are making a play for the full completion. And if they now get Diablo, he has 23 gems. If they get a few more kills down here, this could be a total disaster for the Mafia. Now, at this point, they're still in a position where they can then bring it back, but it's not going to be easy either way. Half a level missing until level 10, and the Web Weavers are coming down. Oh my god, they're going to get level 10 with the push. Ooh. Oh, that could get so ugly so quickly. The Mafia, they're also super low now on Tassadar, and he can only recover his hit points to 50%, even with the Fountain Tap. They are really in trouble. Now, in professional commentator circles, we call that then deep shit, and that describes the situation very, very well. Yeah, another hook against Valla, another drag from Whoopi, and that's a kill. The light bomb is there. He's never going to get out of this one. They can try and save him, but at the end of the day, he is dying. Please tell me you're dying. Valla now, how the... What? There's the hook. Unbelievable. Tracer died first. Crazy survival plays by Dibbles, but he died in the end anyways. A third one falls. They're crushing everything here. The bottom fort has already been destroyed. They are murdering. They're absolutely murdering. Guys, this is... Wow. This is really dicey. Oh, this is tough to watch. Bishops, 27 gems. No. And he's dead. Yeah, Lunara dies too. They recover the gems. Yeah, they actually get them. They recover the gems. I guess they could have tried to safeguard them. So they traded a kill for a kill. But it doesn't change the fact that Tracer still wants one. Nano P. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Trying to get the kill, but it's a little bit too much. And of course, he's going to be afraid of Whoopi and his tongue. If the Haka lands another one, then that is just a disaster. With the big front line that Lunara has, she went into the Thornwood Mines over here. Level 10 now on both sides. And up here, we got 36,000 damage for Lunara. 16,000 for Tassadar. So Lunara is doubling the damage output at this point. Yeah, Bambi still hopping around in the middle. One death on her. And she's going to be a bit mad about that. Can I redeem themselves? As the hook attempt. Azurite looking for the next engage down here. The Panda has to be careful too. Blue team is sniffing around those turn-in points. There's the drag, but only connecting with one of the mercenaries. The turn-in attempts of the Mafia so far denied. Make moving in again. Lunara moving in. Here's Diablo. The auto attacks are starting to hit up. Another drag connects, and in comes the kill opportunity. Lunara is able to take him down. Dibble's dead. Now they go for Whoopi, but he gets saved by Anduin. Top kick plays as the Panda creates some space. A big hook against Shamzik, and he's in trouble too. Lunara from the backline with one Thornwood Mines after another, ranking up the numbers here. Big damage from her, and oh dear, is she gonna take out? No, she's not able to get the next kill, but she nearly made it happen. Now, yeah, there it is. Lunara with a kill. She drops him. Tassadar is dead. The Protoss doesn't stand a chance. And yeah, it's just getting out of control here. Talent advantage, nearly a 2-level lead. Massive pressure plays on the map now. Another hook, this time against Misha. And she dies too. Absolute disaster in the middle for the Mafia. They haven't turned in a single gem in this game. They are holding 72. So at least they could get one turn in. But the question is that ever going to happen? Because right now, the Chilis, they are dominating the middle of the map. They're absolutely dominating it. They're leaving them no space to work with, shutting them down at every step of the way. Farlander is trying to create some space for the blue team so that they can maybe get their turn in, but it's not looking good for them. Red Web Weavers are descending again. Lunara turning in at the bottom of the map. Already we have Dehaka pushing the lanes out. There's Siege Giants here too. Dehaka into the mid lane. They're looking for the kills. Diablo in trouble. The old man with the isolation play attempts. Make in the thick of things. And the old geezer with a setup for the apocalypse. Nice! Great play. Great combo. But it's not enough, is it now? Yeah, the old man is again in trouble. Tassadar is already dead. Shamsik is on the run, trying to move his way out of the fight, and he gets murdered as Fat Illidan is jumping in feet first, tries to go for the Tracer kill, nearly gets that one too. Dibbles is dead. Bot lane stands no freaking chance. Top fort will also fall, and they're working on the middle. Chili Mountain is performing a speedrun test on Tomb of the Spider Queen. They take their keep, they go for game, they want to drop the Mafia down into the third place decider and take the slot in the grand final. Nicely done thus far. 13 on the board for the blue team, a 3-level advantage for Chili Mountain, a 10-level lead. The core is falling already. They're crushing it. They're dropping the Mafia down into the lower bracket. Sorry, not lower bracket, into the third place decider, sorry. But yeah, there's just no denying this one anymore. There's no hope. The keep in the mid lane is also gone. The fort at the top has been destroyed. Level 16 talents are reigning supreme. Another Dragon Farlander. They kill against Deckard Cain again, and they are just crushing it completely. They are farming them one after another. Not a single gem was turned in the entire game by the blue team. Not one gem. Not one. Nano P dies. He held 33. They're losing out on them too. Hydra is pushed into a corner, literally. But the core goes down, and Chili Mountain moves on to the grand final with a 2-0 victory over the Mafia.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.